This marks the 19th part of this manhwa. If you haven't viewed the previous parts, you can access it by clicking the I button located above, or the link is provided in description. Let's aim for 200 likes on today's video. To show your support, consider subscribing to the channel. Let's begin our recap video for today's manhwa. Zixian, the temporary leader of Qingqing sect, asked, "You have put up everything right?" The person replied, "Yes, sir." Zixian said, "Good thing there was an eyewitness. He thinks was it Xiejin. The last news he heard about him was that he had joined the demonic cult. It was definitely our fault then. Senior brother, you reap what you have sown. At any rate, to think someone who is not even 20 could beat the Qingqing best sword. Perhaps an unprecedented crisis has come to the Qingqing sect." At the moment, Dragon Head leader approached and asked, "Is he Qingqing's Taoist master Zixian?" Zixian and his servant bowed down, and Zixian said, "He heard you were coming, Sir Dragon Head leader. He is Zixian from Qingqing." Dragon Head leader remarked, "He must have worked hard. But he don't think they've gone this way." Zixian exclaimed, "Excuse me? What is he referring to?" Dragon Head leader said, "The culprits will use the water route. He will explain later, so please start by searching the nearby ferry port." On the other hand, guard said, "Lady, the wind is cold. Please head inside." The girl remarked, "How could she stay inside with this beautiful view? The sun will set, and soon they won't be able to see anything." Xiejin used sound transmission and said, "Squad leader, judging from their movements, they seem to have mastered the martial arts of the royal family." Woon replied, "It seems so." Xiejin asked while using sound transmission, "Why did the daughter of the royal family come all the way here, and also with only 2 bodyguards?" Woon thinks she may have deliberately dressed in ordinary clothes, but her energy is not ordinary. Most importantly, that hair color. At that moment, an arrow directed at the girl that Woon noticed and quickly blocked it with his chi. Guard immediately draw their sword. One asked, "Young lady, is she alright?" Other guards stated, "Which bastards dare to attack the young lady?" But the pirate warned, "Stop the boat. They are the Water Thunder clan under the command of the Yangtze River's 18 pirate strongholds. If they don't stop the boat right away, they will burn it all down." The captain of boat said, "It's the Water Thunder clan. He can't go any further, so please get off the boat right now." Guard remarked, "He can't do that. Don't stop and keep going, please. They have to go to Wishan to take a boat to Hubei." But the captain replied, "That's their business. He can't die because of them." Woon think the Water Thunder clan has appeared, yet they still want to push forward with their journey. They must be in a desperate situation. Then Woon asked, "Can he leave it to him? Escort Jang?" Xiejin, fake name Jang, replied, "Of course, young master." He utilized hidden weapons to illustrate the contrast in their power to the pirate, and he stated, "Tell their stronghold leader, let's meet at Wishan." The pirate wondered to think that there would be a master who uses both hidden weapons and sword chi, and he shouted, "How dare they mess with their Yangtze River's 18 pirate strongholds? They will definitely regret this." They are retreating for now, and boat started to move away. Woon said, "Great job, Escort Jang," and he replied, "Thank you, master." The boat captain asked, "Is he crazy? The Water Thunder clan is working for the Yangtze River's 18 pirate strongholds." But Woon remarked, "Now that things have turned out like this, let's just go to Wishan." The captain asked, "Is he deaf? If the stronghold leader appears, they are all dead." Woon said, "Take this. If he take them to Wishan, he will make sure that he returns safely." The captain immediately grabbed it. The girl think, "Who on earth are they? Are they martial artists?" At the mountain path outside Sichuan, a Mei sect disciple stopped the carriage. Myeong-un asked, "What's going on?" "They are a merchant group who sells goods in Chengdu, and they are on their way back to Tibet." The disciple introduced, "They are disciples of the Amei sect. They are conducting an investigation related to what recently happened in Sichuan, and she asked them to please cooperate." Myeong-un noticed the drawing on the paper, and she thinks that is the young master's face. The disciple asked, "Can they take a look inside the carriage?" Myeong-un remarked, "As they can see, there's nothing inside." The disciple stated, "How odd. There are merchant groups who come to Chengdu and return empty-handed." Myeong-un about to explain, but his talk was interrupted Kong saying it's all his fault. He is blinded by the idea of making a fortune. So, he lost all the money through gambling. Don't they say old habits die hard? It's all because of alcohol. When he drink alcohol, he become a dog. He can't quit drinking even if he die, so please kill him instead. He think it would be more comfortable that way. The disciple said, "Please let go of her," and order other disciples to let's go. There are all sorts of strange people, seriously. As the disciples leaves, Zhang Yangs, Ha Human and Zhong-moon all bowed down and said he has worked hard. Khan note they've finally passed the final hurdle. It's truly hard to make a living. Just one more day and they will reach Qinghai. And he think young master please stay safe. And Woon remarked don't mention it. The girl asked is he from Jianghu? Woon said, his name is Jingzhu Hun of the Rui Hejing family, and this person is his escort, Jang Pilsum. She thinks Rui Hejing family. This is his first time hearing about it. Woon asked by the way, seeing how she pressed ahead with her journey even after seeing a group of thieves. Is she being chased like him? The girl continued with his thoughts. Looks like this person also has a story. Woon remarked seeing her up close, he is sure of it now. She must have been born with the heavenly true Yin Chi. Hearing that, both guards immediately tried to draw their sword but the girl stopped them. And she asked he could tell just by looking at her? Woon said because Yin Chi this thick is quite rare, and he think the heavenly true Yin Chi is different from the cold true Yin Chi built up in his body. It's literally a constitution of Yin given by heaven. And Woon added plus, that hair color of her. It may not be something she was born with, but something that gradually changed. And he think it would have been better if she had practiced ice arts. At this rate, she will probably die after a few months. It would be fine if he could treat her, but they have no time for that now. Woon said when they arrive at Wishan, the Yangtze River's 18 pirate strongholds will be waiting for them. Since it can be dangerous, just get off the boat somewhere nearby and take shelter. But the girl remarked no, let's go together. She think it would be fun. But guards said no, things can get dangerous, so he think they should get off the boat. Woon interrupted the guard talk and said if she say so would she like to hear his story? 2 hours later, at Wishan's ferry port, the captain shouted Yangtze River's 18 pirate strongholds. He doesn't care anymore. Take care of yourself. And he jumped into the water. The guard remarked even though it's May, the water must be cold. Damp Gang, the 6th stronghold leader, nickname Water Dragon, asked which bastard dares to fearlessly challenge the Yangtze River's 18 pirate strongholds? The person next him was Damp Tian, the 17th stronghold leader, nickname Poison Dragon. Woon moving towards them on water while saying Yangtze River's 18 pirate strongholds. He has only heard their names, but now he is finally meeting them, and he think this should be enough to let them pass. Both were taken aback and exclaim is he walking on water? Ice forms wherever he steps. What in the world is happening? They commanded others to attack him by fire arrows, but to their astonishment, Woon had already reached their ship, stating he just want to have a little chat with them. Seeing Woon, the other pirates started running away while saying it's a ghost. The poison dragon demanded, identify yourself, you scoundrel. Who are you? Woon said he came from the Heavenly Demonic Cult. He was the one who killed Taoist Master Zihu. The water dragon said Heavenly Demonic Cult. He killed Qingqing Sect's Taoist Master Zihu? Woon said turn their bow around right now. They will take them to Hubei. However, as others trying to get in a ship, the poison dragon charged at Woon, scoffing, this insolent child. Do he really think he will fall for that? But the water dragon tried to stop poison dragon saying that person is a master. Meanwhile, Beggar Clan leader shouted, the culprit from the demonic cult, come forward and take on the Beggar Clan's dog-hitting staff. He is the Beggar Clan's dragon head clan leader. If he surrender obediently, he will spare his life. Woon think the dragon head clan leader came in person? At that instant, another person that are in full plated armor stated everyone stop. He is Qingxiu, the embroidered uniform captain of the Jinxing royal family. In the name of the royal family, he will not let anyone who attacks that boat off. Dragon head leader think the royal family. Woon think it's a desperate situation. Young lady, now that they have come this far, do she want to take a step further? Both Poison and Water Dragon ask what on earth is going on. From the Heavenly Demonic Cult to the Murim Alliance. Now even the royal family is involved? The girl shouted her name is Xu Jialing, the commandery princess of Jinxing Mansion, and his father is Jinxing Prince Xu Xianwen. Does the Beggar clan have any business on this boat? The dragon head leader think that is the golden token of the royal family. And that man on the boat, who appears to have barely reached the age of 20, the one who is giving off a powerful demonic chi, is clearly the culprit of the demonic cult. Then he stated he is the Dragon Head clan leader of the Beggar clan. It seems like the culprit of the demonic cult is aboard that ship. Xu Jialing note even if his father is not the crown prince. The fact that he is pointing his blade at a member of the royal family, is he trying to confront the emperor of this country? The Dragon Head leader think the Murim and the royal family definitely signed a non-aggression pact with each other. If something goes wrong and the Murim Alliance leader's position is shaken, the balance that the Murim Alliance has maintained with great difficulty will collapse. His thoughts were interrupted by guards saying embroidered uniform guard Captain Qingxiu greets Her Highness. Has she been well? His Highness is waiting. Please go back to Beijing with him. Zhu Jialing remark embroidered uniform guard captain. He probably know her current condition better than anyone else. Please go back and tell his father. Until this life ends, she will not come back. Woon think if it's Jinxing Prince Yu Xianwen, he must be the younger brother of the current emperor. He knew she came from the royal family, but who would have thought she was the daughter of Jinxing Prince? If it was like his previous life, Jinxing Prince should currently being pushed out by his brothers. But about 8 years later, when the emperor, the child emperor, and the crown prince suddenly died one after another, he automatically ascends to the throne. As such, the commandery princess is not just a member of the royal family, but a woman who will become the emperor's daughter. If she's still alive by then, of course. He recalled what he said 2 hours ago. Woon remarked she said she is going all the way to Hubei. He has a plan to outrun their pursuers. Before that, is she a member of the royal family? Woon thinks she planned to return to Qinghai after passing through Hunan, Guizhou, and Yunnan. How should he put this? Even though he is in the heart of the Central Plains, he is far from being afraid. He actually wants to continue this adventure. Then Woon asked why don't they decide now, whether they will turn their back on the Murim Alliance or turn their back on the royal family. Water Dragon stated turn the boat. They are going to Hubei. No matter what, they can't turn their backs on the royal family. Zixian said the clan leader, those guys have turned their boat. Dragon Head leader replied there are too many eyes watching now. For now, let's go to Hubei. And he think there's no other way but to get rid of them without the embroidered uniform guards knowing. Seojin report for now, there doesn't seem to be any sign of them following. Woon notes still, please don't let his guard down. There will be movement soon. Seojin replied at his order, young master. Zhu Jialing said as expected, he wasn't a descendant of the Rui Hejing family. Woon remarked please forgive his rudeness. He is Myeong-woon from the Heavenly Demon Cult. One guard think this person is really the Heavenly Demonic Cult's young master? Other guard think does that mean Her Highness is now on the same boat as the son of the demonic cult leader? Woon asked at any rate, how did she end up here? And he think judging from what she said earlier, he can roughly guess her situation. She said as he know, she was born with the heavenly true Yin Chi's constitution. From a young age, she suffered from cold Chi whenever she had a seizure, even in the middle of summer, and she could never leave her room during the winter. For a while, physicians and even Murim experts would visit every day, but they all left shaking their heads after taking his pulse. To melt the heavenly true Yin Chi, a great expert would have to use more than 60 years' worth of inner Chi. When father failed to be appointed as the crown prince, they stopped coming altogether. Then, a few months ago, the physician said that she didn't have much time left to live. She is 16, even if only for a few months, she wanted to see the wider world. So, on the last night of the month, she asked the two of them to secretly take her out of the palace. Woon think wasn't that how it was in his past life, struggling in one place until the day he died, bound by fate? And he asked was she not afraid when she left the palace? She asked is there anything more fearful than death? The Emperor, the Murim Alliance, the Heavenly Demonic Cult, she is not afraid at all. Then he said please excuse him for a moment, and he think what unbelievable cold Chi. It is not a lie to say that at least 60 years worth of inner Chi is needed to solve her problem. However, with the strong yang energy flowing from the 5 sacred mountains, and he said he will cure her illness. Seojin said young master, you cannot do that, but Woon continued by saying however, there's a condition. Simultaneously, at Mount Kunlun, within the ancestral hall of the Kunlun sect, a battle rages between the demonic cult and the people of Kunlun. Myeong-jong, the 5th son of demonic cult leader, stated how could the martial arts skills of the sect leader be this bad? As he killed Kunlun sect leader, He Xuandi, he continued by saying as of today, the Kunlun sect is no more, and he think although it was already in a state of ruin, it was still one of the 9 great sects, one great clan. Although he received help from his mother's family and Red Wind Squad, he have to do this at least to be able to catch up to his brothers. But at the moment, he was beheaded by Wind King, one of 4 kings of Tian clan. And he ordered his disciples it doesn't matter who they are, kill them all, since this king has arrived. The next day, Supreme Harmony Halls inside Bright Chamber, Suk Bai Yun, the Grand Flower Palace's head maid, reported it turned out that the news of the assassination of the Qingqing sect Taoist master Zihu was true. Myeong-jung asked who did it, she said about that. She think it was the 7th young master. It is said that the Violet Light group leader assisted him in his infiltration. Myeong-jung note he is sure she know about the state where she can completely hide her inner chi. She replied, isn't that the unrestrained realm? However, she heard that you cannot hide your chi from another unrestrained master. He stated who would believe that Woon has already reached the unrestrained realm. She think not the transcendent realm but the unrestrained realm? And she remark, isn't it a good thing to see that a master of the unrestrained realm other than him has appeared in their cult? He remark he found out when he asked him for silver that year. That child's inner chi was like an abyss that even he couldn't see the end of. Now that he think about it, he don't know if that kid is really Woon that he know. She think, don't tell me, the 7th young master has reached a realm outside my lord's domain? At the moment, Gong Bak Jin, the divine cult right master, entered the room, and said he is sorry for coming to see him this late. Myeong-jung asked what's going on. Bak Jin remark about that, the 5th young master was murdered. Myeong-jung asked was he at Kunun? Bak Jin report according to the scouts, all of their troops, including the remnants of Kunun and the Red Wind Squad, were annihilated. Myeong-jung asked where are Cheon and Gak now? Yan Daechung, the divine cult left master, entered the room and exclaimed, the 1st young master is in the Sun Hall, and the 2nd young master is still in Jujang. The 5th young master was not murdered by other young masters. He have caught the spy. He think the heaven-destroying palace is making their move. Meanwhile one guard shout they will reach Hubei soon. What should they do now? As Seojin read the letter that was left behind by the princess, she will go to Mount Hua with the young master. Don't worry too much. And even if this choice is wrong, she has no regrets. He think he must have judged that it is impossible to go to Shanxi together. Squad leader. He will survive and see him at Mount Hua. She think young master is being chased, but he still says he'll go to Mount Hua for her. She should have refused him if she knew any shame, but she could not. He told her to remember him. Is that really the only condition for him to cure her? Please tell her. Since she is a member of the royal family, is there anything else he want? Woon remark he is a member of the Heavenly Demonic Cult. They follow their lord, not the emperor. He don't want anything else. However, even though the heaven and earth net is narrowing down, just like her, he also have nothing to fear. He feels more comfortable now than when he was in Qinghai. When he think about his subordinates, he know he should not leave his position for too long, but just like how there are those who want to defy fate, and there are those who want to surrender to fate. He just thought, wouldn't it be alright if he does this too? Red Moon, fortunately, they made it in time, and stated this is Mount Hua. This marks the conclusion of the 19th part of this manhwa. The 20th part will be uploaded tomorrow. To show your support, consider subscribing to the channel. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video.